Get your merch at shop.eslgaming.com.
We are live, ladies and gentlemen. Third map getting underway here, of course. A pretty clean one from Monte on the second. forZe just really did not put up much of a defense or an attack, to be honest. They were very handily defeated on Anubis. Maybe to be expected by pretty much all parties involved, I would say, but all the same, we wanted forZe to bring it a bit closer than they did in the end.
Ooh. Bit of a weird fighting towards mid. SDY jumping back turn. The bomb on his back, though, so it has been spotted. Kashima plucks him out of the sky, and the bomb falls into window. Oh no, that couldn't have got worse.
Yeah, that's a little disastrous, to say the least. See what the wave is here. Bro and DemQQ trying to do something, but I mean, yeah, there's not really much that they can get done. Bro takes one. There's a lot of low HP bars. So I'm actually a big fan of this reposition. Oh, I don't know if he's going to be ready for this fight below him, though, unfortunately. Does not look like it. Knife is out, maybe, but Crad takes him with the pistol in the end. forZe, therefore, starting off pretty well. I think that's exactly what they needed after such a trouncing on the previous map.
Yeah, 100%. I think as well, Monte, it looked like quite a gimmicky pistol, and I think it ended up playing out in exactly that sort of fashion. Only the one casualty. 4-4 is a bit of a weird one, all things considered. SDY jumping back turn, nothing wrong with that. But then, of course, with the bomb on his back, continuing to go forward and then jumping into window. Yeah, that was the round done within the first kind of 15 seconds. But SDY will answer back with a nice opener. So he makes up for his previous mistake here on the force buy.
It's pretty well played. Kashima pushing up middle. Nice find onto the first, but it's just not going to be enough, is it, right? Like, an even trade is not good. Really not good.
I've got to say, though, so far this series, I'm really impressed with Kashima coming in towards the fray. He's someone who been playing a lot of online Counter-Strike, but more we're kind of in the reigns of tier 3, so to say, but here in probably, I mean, against what you would, I mean, you can't even really argue it, a tier 1 team of Monte. He's holding his own. Shows his individual ability. This forZe side looked much better than they have done for quite a while. Probably since Jerry was in the fray and they were making pushes towards Pro League. That was the last time forZe really looked solid. Taking one of the best teams in the world. 3 maps here. And they could be about to find a 2-0 start. All that's after SDY. They chunks him down to 20. He's not long lived for this world. He's got no chance.
Not looking good. Trying to get them to peek into him here, but, well, it's just not going to happen for him, is it, in the end? Second round on the board. Easy does it. I think they will indeed be happy with the way things have gone.
I think right now as well, for Monte, there is maybe question marks about those sort of buys. We've already kind of said it in the kind of the change onto ML12, going for force buys, especially in that situation where you didn't get a bomb down. It feels pointless. He has to get a couple of consolation kills, but in the grand scheme, they're 2-0 down, and usually you have a buy in this situation, but because of the force, Monte have to go to Deagles once again. Never really a fan of forcing on that second round at all on the CT side if you use a pistol, and then obviously if you're the T side, you don't get a bomb down. If you get a bomb down, different story. You can go towards a Galil, make something of it. But it just means that it gives forZe such a prime opportunity to start so strong here. Nice swing from Crad. Lineup is sumptuous. Crasser gets a lot of damage towards Warrow.
Result should have an easy clean up here. Whoa, okay. Spoke too soon. That was rough. That was really rough. At least 2 of them spotted, I guess, right? There is like that trade-off of information when he loses an MP9, so it's really not a total disaster, but still should have had at least one from there, to be honest with you. 50 seconds left, and Monte have plenty of space to try and reposition. That is exactly what they're going to go for, but you have to deal with Tinner in this corner of the kitchen. No, Overfield do that. And there's also a little cheeky peek down below from Warrow. Nothing coming. Bro is in one. And he is taken out by Tinner on the follow-up move there. So easy does it. forZe moving up to 3 with minimal casualties.
Yeah, no, it's a very simple thing to consider. Monte, thankfully, they'll do get a buy heading out towards this one. I don't think they have enough for the AWP. If I'm mistaken, yeah, no, they won't. So, in double AK across the board, Kokoshiba, however, doesn't have those financial issues, of course. He has the AWP in play to work with. B9 for Tinner. Trying to activate Gokushima as best they can, understandably so as well. Has been the highest rate performer thus far. 4-4s. Quick from Monte. Crad for the opener. Crashing up for the trade. Decent
stuff. Bro coming round here, looking for another entry for Monte. He's going to get it. Maybe a third? Oh, yes. Okay, so super clean on towards that A bomb site in the end then. 4 versus 2. Tinner is close to the action with his MP9. Could certainly drop a player here if he finds the right space. But surely not going to be able to get around itself. Yeah, drops the bomb. That'll be a bit of a nuisance. Short-lived, though, isn't it? Gokushima's smoked off. No way he can really find anything here. And sure, they have cap, but I would probably edge for the save here. Yeah, he doesn't really have the choice in the end as he goes down. So Monte on the board as soon as they get the guns out.
Yeah, good. It's actually really effectively done as well. I guess the silver lining in that situation for is that the AWP isn't picked up. Warrow was really good with it over towards Nuke. He unfortunately didn't really find that form, at least to start off the map on towards Anubis, but in the grand scheme, he wasn't caught upon all that much. So, big thing being that now we are looking pretty damn solid. I mean, Warrow still ended up finishing pretty cleanly over towards Anubis, but the AWP wasn't caught upon that much. One of those maps that does allow Monte to play their playstyle of like kind of uber pugginess, and Mirage does have a similar vein. Nice nade to come through though, DemQQ. We'll start this one on 73. Wrestle finds the first. Bro down through the smoke.
Certainly not ideal, sir. But definitely recoverable. Definitely recoverable for Monte. Looks like they want to go more of a B-lean at this point. Nice little window smoke as well. Just going to keep the CT attention towards middle, but the bomb itself, like I say, is headed towards B. A small burst coming in from just 2 players here. Try and isolate some fights. Tinner good for 1, instantly traded. Still good to have that advantage, of course. Jalfi known towards short. Somehow survives the fight. Gokushima's on the main AWP, I suppose, but the secondary in this round. 4 versus 2 retake. There is a kit available in the hands of Brad. Looking very good indeed. Gokushima ready for the fight. It's all on to Warrow. Leading voice in the team has got to do it all. Clean for 2. Can he get Crad? He wasn't quite ready for the peak. The timing just escapes Warrow here, but slowly the gap going to close, and they are isolated as well. Oh, he comes so close. Unable to get it done, and forZe, they will answer right back.
Yeah, I gotta say, that's kind of what it's all about. When you come back in towards a full buy drone in response, the big thing being that you take it in a relatively clean fashion. They were tempting to look like they're going for the double AWP there. They don't need to. Gokushima can reclaim it from Crad. Monte, for them, bomb plant is keeping them alive a little bit. These full buy rounds is where Monte done their best work throughout the series. Anubis, it was one-way traffic. The bulk of nukes, similar fashion, even though forZe ended up winning out that map. They got the added caveat of having all the success from winning both pistols, both forces too. So, the rounds bonus there. Shima trying to take a fight in towards early B. I just feel like Crash might want to test him. Playing very deep though. Just above under. Wise what he pushed his way through. Result taking a fight there, just gonna fall away.
Yeah, I think both players in the B apartments waiting for the other to make the aggressive move. Ooh, and if you keep an eye on your minimap, Gokushima has Odd step forwards here. Oh, it comes close, doesn't it? They both tag each other, but no kill coming in. All the same, that could have been a really round deciding kind of moment from the two of them.
Deagle is all that DemQQ's got to work with. 0-5, he finds himself right now. SDY, gotta find a kill. Bro will be the one to confirm it, but Tina does find a train as Bro falls. Dink is huge, but the numbers now favor Monte.
Looking good. Looking very good indeed. We'll see. This is still going to come close. They have to deal with these players cleanly. Crad, in particular, he's going to be the first line of defense over on this A bomb site as they make their way. Ooh, or do they? Very unsure here. Crad, clean double dink onto the healthiest player and a fantastic headshot to Krasnal to follow up. Gokashima has spotted that final player, unable to land the shot, but they know where he's at. 15 seconds. Really don't need to panic, right? He's got to go all the way around and get the bomb and get the kills, and ultimately, it's an impossible task. He's not going to try to attempt it. He will save, and it will be another round for the defense.
Yeah, lovely. Really nicely done. You know, essentially it all comes down to Crad there. That double he finds is so damn important. But like you mentioned, the most important part about it being the healthy player means that the really kind of scary factor of Monte down and out. So a 4-round buffer zone here. Not bad. Not bad at all. Monte are opting to go for a full buy, but they're not exactly bringing a comfortable one to the table. I think Warren maybe just a Mac 10 for him. No, not even. That would have been a luxury. You can opt for the Deagle, bit of util. Triple AK, 1 Galil, Resol, and that Krieg just going to play a little bit further back. As you mentioned, the Krieg's found some more love in towards CS2. So happy to wield it. Crad 9-1 to kickstart Mirage. Not bad, but of course he is playing A, and Monte, round upon round, seems to be continuously trying to take fights there. That's a great nade.
Pretty nasty, all things considered. And especially onto DemQQ, one of the 3 AKs into this round. SDY holding to the middle, waiting for a chance to come his way, but maybe the chance is out on the A-bomb site itself. Gokashima has managed to find a frag in from CT, though. Salt sticking around, but not for very long. Gokashima loses his head. Oh my goodness. Demolition from Monte. So fast, so aggressive, and so damn effective. Such perfect timing as well to win a round out with how close some of them have been. You can see forZe have no reserve cash, so maybe even forced to force here. We'll see on that choice, but all the same, Monte able to close the gap.
Looks like they're going for it. Gokashima in towards a FAMAS, a Nova for Crad. An MP9 for Shalfie, supported by a double D. Gets a force buy for force, but not exactly a nice one by any means. I guess the positive news is they have a little bit of room kind of with rounds and reserves. But yeah, I mean, this is a prime opportunity now for Monte. Crad, I love the aggression, I really do. Actually could work out for him. Gonna tuck his head. If he pushes forward, those legs are gonna be spotted. Oh my god, he's so lucky to stay alive. He'll drop a smoke and he's out of there.
So nasty. So nasty. Need a little bit more of that, I would imagine. Okay, Result moving round. Great frag from him. It's also an AK retrieved, isn't it? So yeah, it's massive. Such an upgrade. Such a fantastic spot to be in. Really looking good. 5v4. I'm not sure that forZe really will be able to pull off too much more aggression. They just kind of have to rest on the bomb sites from here.
Yeah. Big thing is Monte still, even though numbers don't favor them, still have an advantage when it comes towards firepower. They just can't let these sort of rounds slip. Surely not. That AK collected by Resort is huge, but his angle is pretty common. Grouping towards A. In comes the util. Resort will see all of this. Caught by the flash. Tucks his head, but I think he was spotted. Uh-oh, he's dealing damage. He's finding Frank. Hang on a second. Something could happen here. Result for 2. Warro traded out. Numbers still favor. This one is not going to go down because the Nova is causing problems.
Looking very good for the side of Monte, though, as that bomb goes down. Oh, my goodness. The Nova continues to land pellets, but now it is the only one left, and I don't really think we fancy the chances of it. Crad trying to get something done with the P2K. Needs something with a bit more range, doesn't he, really? FAMAS. But you can see it's a safe position from Waro, not letting his head peacock at all. Crad going to save that FAMAS into the next round as well, so looking like an easy finish for Monte. Still a bit more work to do before they fully close that gap, and a little closer than they would have liked here.
It's one of those things as well where for we can take some silver linings away from it in the sense that they, like you mentioned, we're kind of forced into a force buy there. And walking away with kind of 3 out of 5 kills isn't the worst thing in the world. It does mean that they now find themselves in a little bit of a shaky spot. You look at the situation they're in right now. Monte kind of feels like a free run up to a 4th, and there is such a momentum every side that this T side could start to snowball out of control. That's where you get really worried. For a side like forZe, seen them struggle in these positions before. When Monte get that ball rolling, let's hope this isn't the case.
Indeed, mate. Indeed. Let's hope that it isn't the case. Time will tell, but yeah, this is a real challenge. Nice pick up from Waro with that bomb going down. A little battle for survival for him out towards middle. Oh my goodness, some decent damage being done here. USP in for a bit more, but yeah, just not ready for Krasnal around the corner. Still, forZe have kept some of these rounds close. The money continues to expand for Monte, I suppose. So it's a little bit of a shame, but yeah, there's been a good number of frags coming around for the forZe boys.
Yeah, I guess the positive note is all that thankfully we do see forZe kind of back into a buy now. This is kind of what it's all about. The main thing for them is continue pushing the agenda a little bit. They've got to now start to, in a similar vein to what we've seen once before, snowball. Press off, nice angle. Oh, but he's getting spammed down. Plays anti, he still will die.
Nasty, very nasty indeed. Great start coming through for Monte then. Tinner, spot for him here, but he can't find the head. Oh, so frustrating, so very frustrating. 4 versus 2, and Monte have the run of the mill from this point on.
What now as well, right? For like Shalfi and Gokushima, you can even probably say that saving wouldn't be the worst call, but Shalfi did a lot of damage. He's tagged the first, killed the second, but Gokushima had to hit one of those. Unfortunately, Shalfi, this feels impossible, and it is. Krasnal will see him off, and Monte will tie up this game. Now we're in a completely different scenario. Monte are running away with things, rolling with the punches, as we know they can do so damn well. This is kind of Monte in their prime. Like you said, they're a side who can snowball so effectively, and we're seeing just it in all its glory right now. And this is where it gets quite worrying as well, because before they can't allow this sort of thing to happen. When you look at a T-side of Mirage right now, Monte are a side that is so scary. Nice start for Waro. Brilliant work in the penultimate round of this half.
Decent nade damage there. Oh, toes spotted, but Shalfi's just a tad too late, isn't he, to find that frag, unfortunately. The spam to find Crad. Nice deagle from Result, though. Maybe we are back on. Shot lands, not in the head, though. 4 versus 2, probably a hold of the M4 for Shalfi in particular.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like the worst decision, really, if Shalfi can hold on to it. Still feels like a slightly big ask, though, but we'll see. Down. Now question on maybe do want to run here. Have they got anything in the locker to go finding a couple of frags. I don't know. I don't think they're really going to be all too close to the action. Tina might get an opportunity potentially. He's in a bit of a rough angle as things go, but yeah, we'll see. But I'm going to go off nonetheless. And Monte going to find themselves in a very good position in the grand scheme of things. Now starting to really rock and roll with the punches. Very good run of form from the SDR. Why am I say? Sees off Tinner. Yes, that will be that. 6 guaranteed for Monte the way they're playing. More could be found here. They are on an immaculate run of form in true Monte fashion. I think once again, similar to what we saw maybe at times on Nuke, actually in both halves. Can't let this one slip away from them.
Yeah, I mean, maybe a little. It's difficult. I think Monte's showing why they are, at the very least, towards the top end of like the tier 2 space online, right? We're looking at numbers being a bit inflated right now, but HLTV wise, it says they're tier 1, let's say, but they definitely are a contender to win this season of ECL, and that much is being proved. Not so much in this round though. They're going real fast. forZe not going to have the wool pulled over their eyes that easily. Just Mr. Warrow remaining. He's got no bomb. No friends, and now no head. 6-6 at the turn of the half. Again, competition is what we wanted. Again, another turnaround from Monte. We're looking at one of these teams to pick up the momentum in the early stages of that second half. Stick around, and we'll be there very soon. welcome back in, folks. We are continuing on with the final half of the day. forZe versus Monte. We said it was a real important game in that Group A side of things, and it seems to be living up to that hype, I suppose, especially here on the final map with how close it is. Yeah, very much looking forward to continuing things on here between these two teams, but will they be separated in the end? Will we be after another overtime? What are you thinking now?
I think right now, it kind of feels like Monty still, for me, have the advantage. Just, again, it comes down to the buy rounds, right? They've just been a little bit more prevalent in my mind. Enough, but a good pistol could be something. Yeah, my God. Shalfie really playing this food there to find that kill, but Cresswell onto back one of his own.
What a mess. What a mess to kick us off. It leaves the B bomb site very vulnerable, though. I suppose they spot that one player out in the connector and, you know, as best they can, it leaves B very vulnerable. So the plan works, although it was a very laboured frag. The plan does work. Gokushima goes completely overlooked with how deep he is. Maybe a little silly from SDY. All the same, retake him full swing here. Bro instantly traded. DemQQ has taken a headshot, I believe, in the interim. Looking good. forZe will win it. That might be the springboard that they so desperately require.
Not bad. Okay, so pretty interesting position to be in where for now for forZe, DemQQ's got the pistol, something they've done, I mean, time upon time, it kind of feels like the bulk of the pistols have gone the way of forZe. Again, giving them that stark advantage just to kickstart things here in this map. Monte always feel like they're making life a little bit harder for themselves than potentially it needs to be. A prime example of it, but they are going to go towards a force buy. Not sure whether I'm a huge fan of it. Although it doesn't spot the cross either.
Molotov goes down. That should, in theory, deal with the boost, but I think it's gone a bit deeper. Oh, team nade. That's awkward. Oh, this B-bomb site looks so well defended now, doesn't it? They really are going to have to pick up the pace. Monte in with a pretty good chance, I would say. The weaponry is the thing that's letting them down at the moment. And indeed, Crad will fly in for the big double. Numbers-wise, they were good, but yeah, weaponry-wise, and maybe setup-wise, with how fast it all happened, they were let down.
Yeah, it is unfortunate. I think it's safe to say this one pretty much chalked up already. DemQQ. Anything in locker for him would be nice, and there is one. A little bit of a quiet start to the game, DemQQ, so kind of take anything you can get to get the confidence going. All in all, we find ourselves once again at a pretty decent, or a pretty interesting crossroads. For Monte, these force buys have never really, bar one time, ended up being positive or good. It kind of feels like another example of it. It always leaves them at quite a stark disadvantage. Is for so much space to work with, just because of the lack of success from them. I think now as well, another kind of example of it, of course, you go here around the Galil. It should be 9-6, which is starting to close down on the old finish line.
I love the entry. Looking good here, isn't it? Right, another couple of easy kills for the forward side of things, making this look very simple on the team side. And it will actually force Monte to save things out, particularly the players with armor, right? Might as well take that into the next round. So a 9th round on the board for forZe. Only a couple rifles in it then.
Is heating up. I think for Monte, they're in a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble. I gotta say, I'm very worried at the moment. Just in the sense that Monte not giving themselves a lot of time to work with. Let's see. Granted, that was already that lower buy. I don't think they have the room to work with an AWP. I'm just thinking about DemQQ, but I don't think even he would have that space to work with. Regardless, bomb goes off. 9th for forZe. This is where those 4 spies, you do question them. It allows your opponent to snowball a little bit. They are looking pretty good. So, 4 buy back in. They actually will have the money to work with in terms of an AWP. Morrow is only going to have that half armor to work with, which traditionally is not the worst thing in the world coming against the T-Sap, but they know there's Galil's in play. There's Warrior, maybe a tad there. But yeah, overall, forZe on the track, putting up a very decent little performance right now.
Oh my goodness, super aggressive from Warrior there. And it looked like that bullet was on, but apparently not. I do like this as well. He shows his presence, and then he's quickly going to rotate around towards A. Oh, this is such a weird little situation from forZe. They send one man in. Aggressive. Bro has found another frag out towards middle. Shalfie with the longest spray down you've ever seen. And while he's spraying, all his teammates are falling around him. He's all alone. No bomb. And only an M4 to work with, right? So it really doesn't feel like it'll be enough. That was quite a clean frag. A couple more of those, and maybe we start to believe in him.
Yeah, I don't know. It still feels like this is so chalked, isn't it? Because got to try and get the bomb. A known quantity as well. He's been heard. And he probably will be dropped from behind in just a second. And he will. Krasnov sees him off. Even if he wasn't, if he made his way in towards T-spawn, the AWP was ready to take that fight. Monte. Get on to back on the 4x. This is something that Monte has done time and time again. Still doesn't feel pretty, but it's better than nothing. Go within 2. forZe have some money to speak of. This is actually beautiful, though. I think Tinner... Oh, he's having an AK job. I was going to say, I wasn't sure about his drops, but he's actually all right. Got Kashima T-side AWPing. Not always the easiest. See what he can do with it as well as he heads over towards mid. It's going to be SDY and Bro trying to take first contact. Avoiding the boost here. This is really nice because Gokashima's dead. They know Shalfie's in that direction too.
Bro. Pretty low. SDY also left a little low. They could get back in here on the forZe side of things. They made a lot of noise in the connector, so we'll definitely know there's a guy pushed up there. SDY trying to play sneaky like. These smokes last so very long. So much tension created behind them. Crab can move in. Still loses out on the fight. The trade also is very unclean. Just result left. Not ready for DemQQ hidden in at default. 9-8. Monte mounting yet another little mini comeback.
Yeah. Okay, this is prime Monte. Right now, to be honest, again, a similar story that we've seen time and time again, just about what they're like and how much more prevalent they are when it comes in towards those full buys. For the vast majority of this series, the bulk of the full buys have gone the way of Monte, especially over towards Anubis, but even in the map in which they lost out on Nuke, it's a similar storyline. So, deep they're going to come over, Warren to find the opener. Just pistols for forZe. A bomb plant will be lovely, and they might actually get given that luxury.
Close for a second, wasn't it? But the rotations come around fast enough. Unable to do any damage, let alone a frag, right? I think we needed them to get a kill, mix things up, just make Monte freeze a bit, but doesn't happen. All the same, it was a throwaway round anyway. Bomb plant is a bonus there, to be honest. forZe will have a clean buy into this one. So it's all about backing things up. 9-9. Pressure starting to mount. Yeah, another close game, similar to that first map, man. It really has come all the way down to the wire on these more open maps, as it were.
Early Utah again, but this time forZe already out in towards mid. Monte will know about this. He comes through and Brad does take a tag, a double in fact. They have that space to work with. Monte now know they've completely relinquished all of that mid control.
swallow. Creeping round here. This smoke is not quite good enough to deal with him, actually, so they do have to be careful. Result seems to be playing things safe. Meanwhile, has just walked up the connector. Bro goes down in window. Oh, they are overwhelmed on the A-bomb site. Yeah, really caught unawares. Crad coming from behind should be enough to get this one done. SDY knows that he has to move forward. It's his only real option, but again, one kill is not enough. Remaining two will save, but forZe retake the lead.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. It still feels slightly uncomfortable right now, but at the very least, that comes off the back of a very good mid-take coming through. It's pretty simple in kind of the playstyle that forZe go for. And Monte didn't really have an answer for it. The second they lost that mid-control, knew they kind of couldn't efficiently fight it. They just lose control of the game itself. So, nice easy save call. Big thing, of course, just Warwick keeping all the AWP. Of course, the Org in the hands of Krasnal. Similar thing. Make sure they have them saved over. They have money left in reserves. It's not the end of the world just yet. We're getting us into kind of the dying embers of this game. They do have to start being careful. forZe the first side to crack double digits. It is now getting to a point of asking questions of Monte. Surprised we haven't really seen too many pauses out of either side, really. Especially considering how close this game has been. Monte maybe wouldn't even be the worst call to pause here. Like the LMBT. Have a little conversation, but doesn't seem to be the case. So back into a buy. Like we said, money in reserves, no issues. And they've even got some left over if they want to buy in towards the next. So they've got a few in concession. Same can't really be said out of forZe just yet. Be the reserves for one more round. If they were to lose this and the Monte were able to tie it up 10 apiece, looks like Palace Dive might be the play.
DemQQ. That first line of defense here with the Org. Lovely frag from him. Loses his teammate, though. They're going to know where he's at. A little bit of a smoke for them to work with. Result trying to play the anti-flash. And DemQQ for another 2 kills. What a round from him. He spurred everyone forwards. Look at him go. The 4K comes in, keeping Monte definitely in this game, keeping the hopes of victory alive.
Yeah, really well played from DemQQ, especially considering he kind of started off this game 0-6 at one point. He was struggling to get off the board. And now when it's coming towards the later stages, he's picking up that form. He's matching the rest of the team too. Sick to see. forZe just had no answer. None at all. Unfortunately for forZe, not only no answer that round, no real strong buy in this one. Triple AK 1 kill, 1 tech 9, and relatively limited utility. No abilities, kind of double pump fake and execute or sell a ruse elsewhere. Even taking mid control risks them not being able to have a strong post spawn. Crad will get out early on toward the site, but it's Warren for the first.
Looking good. Shalfie just trying to spam away and find somebody he reckons is really a player at stairs. It's not the case. DemQQ gets above the smoke, looking good, traded out, but created the space for Krasnal. Shalfie dealt with handily. 11-10. Monte have refound some energy here. forZe may be starting to lose it.
forZe look like a shadow of their former selves in these full buys. Just don't have anything to offer up, anything to work with. I'm going to see them finally call for their first pause. Better late than never, but it has allowed Monte up to an 11th. They more or less get gifted a 12th alongside a 2. So right now, it kind of feels like forZe are playing for OT. I don't think we'll see a force buy here. It doesn't feel warranted. It doesn't feel like a good decision at all. Force buying here more or less feels like giving up the game. So playing for OT is sort of the only option that forZe have on the table, really. A bomb plant would be lovely. Just add a little bit of extra cash in their pockets heading into what potentially could be that final round. Monte in a prime position to close out this map, this series in their favor. On track for finishing the groups flawlessly too, which would be sick for them.
charging forwards on this P250. And they will cross around. There's so much presence from the side. They're so ready for this mid-run. Even then, they're going to lose a couple of players, but I don't think it matters too much in their minds. They will be winning 13-10, so money is less of an issue for a couple of rounds, actually. Really solid stuff. But this is it. forZe, new look. Some very new blood in the form of Gokashima. Some slightly new but also used blood in the form of Crowd. What can they do? What can they put together? The lack of Jerry, of course, is the big thing, right? This is where he would be taking the timeouts and getting everybody in the right mindset going into the most important rounds of the series so far. And, of course, this Group A side of things to stay in the higher bracket contention. Nice pickup to come through. Gokashima takes out SDY, and that is a fantastic way to kick things off.
Yeah, nice. You know, they've gone for that boost a couple of times, and they've always failed. That time it comes off, and it couldn't have been a better... A work. Nice play in the smoke there by Crad. Here's a little sound. He uses it to his advantage. Nicely done. Maybe life's still left in this game.
Possible. Very, very possible. Waro creeping around. Krasnal through the smoke is going to find one and do damage to another. They are as yet to cross into the bomb side. They've got to get round the AWP, but Waro doesn't stick around on that fire. He gives them the space. Molotov goes down to buy a bit more time. Bomb as yet to be planted. It's actually in an awkward spot. They have to retrieve it. They do manage to get it. Get that plant through. So, 3 versus 3 retake. Nice nade, but a nice find from Gokashima. Really well read. As soon as he saw that nade come out, he knows where it has come from. Bro, creeping forward, but gets timed on as he jumps up to the bench. Krasnal all alone. First netted. Couple more to go. Waiting for a flank that is never going to come, my friend. Time is working against him here, and I think he may well now have chosen to save, I think, with no one coming in from behind. At the very least, they're not going to give him the option to go for this. He goes down to the AWP, but he was a dead man.
All the rounds of regulation needed in our map number 3. We said this was going to be a good decider as well. It plays into the strengths of both of these two sides, and here's a prime example of it. Comes towards the fights. Can you get your individuals activated in that round? It's Gokashima, a masterclass from him. All 24 needed here. Map number 3. Oh, back in play for Waro, of course. Thankfully, Monte did have an extra cash, and that's what having that all alive can do. Tinner dropped immediately.
Another player trapped on the ramp as well, right? Waro's watching.
Did I reason know that? That's the only thing.
I don't think so, but like, timing is everything here.
Yeah, yeah.
And Waro's kind of watching for it, knows that maybe there is someone in towards ramp just with the sense of timing that he has.
Timing play here, either waiting for something to offer up. I think the forZe now gonna have to start getting proactive at some point. Here's an example of where they could. Crowd, he's lucky to stay alive, but he gets a kill and falls away.
Looking good. Keeping themselves alive here. But we'll see. Thank you. Solid hold. We'll get it done. That is a big, big frag for Monte, man. And so much information going to come off the back of it. I love the immediate push in towards ramp, right? Just starts to confirm that... Oh, it's probably towards B. Shalfie keeps himself together, though. Big frag from him. Krasnal down below. Blinded up. But a free one onto Crad. No real position to trade. It's just going to be down to Gokashima to save the game here. Take us to the overtime. There's only 10 seconds. Krasnal can just play for the time, to be honest. Keep him preoccupied or even take him down for good measure. 13-11, as close as it comes in the new form of MR12. That is heartbreak for forZe, but Monte, the expectant winners of this series this evening, will indeed take it over the line.
Yeah, really good game overall.